So one of my favorite quotes is by an author, James Patterson, and it goes like this: "There is no such thing as a kid who hates reading. There are kids who love reading, and there are kids who are reading the wrong books." I totally agree. I don't think that there are any kids out there who hate reading. So today I wanted to talk about some really great middle grade books that you can maybe encourage your children to read. I had my son, who is 9, kind of go through his books, and I asked him, which ones would you suggest? What would you recommend to a friend who was just starting to get into reading and was looking for a book to read? So he picked out a few, and I thought I would show them to you. Okay, so the first one is one I don't know, I haven't seen a lot in reviews and things like that. It's this: The Hero's Guide to Saving the Kingdom. It is by Christopher Healy. It is a great story. It's actually a trilogy. I'll kind of show you inside. You can kind of see kind of what it looks like inside. It has some pictures and stuff. So this book is actually told from the perspective of the Prince Charming. Really, it's how frustrated they are that they are referred to as the Prince Charmings, because you will find out they all have names and they all have very valid roles in these stories, and it's kind of them striking back a bit. It's about 4 imperfect princes and a great adventure that they go on to. So my son, who again is 9, loved it, and my daughter, who's 13, loved it as well, and they've been reading it and talking to each other about it, which is really, really exciting. Now, the second recommendation will come as no surprise: Harry Potter. This is kind of the go-to for every middle grade reader, boy, girl, regardless of age. My kids just started reading it. I have a very, very guilty book secret that I need to tell you. I have not read Harry Potter. I don't know how I missed it. I don't know if it was my age when it came out. I have no idea. I am going to read it. This is my vow to you, book community. I am going to read it. My kids love it. All of my friends love it. I kind of feel like I am the odd one out. One of the things that I've heard about this series is it grows with your reader, which can be great in some ways, but in other ways, if you have a very fast reader, depending on the age of the child, it might get a little too intense a little too quickly. So this is one of those series that it is okay if they get to maybe book 3, book 4, if it starts getting a little too much for them. It is okay to put it down, take a break, and maybe pick it up again in a year or so. So that would be my suggestion. All right, my third book that my son thought we should recommend to all of you who are looking for books to get boys reading is, again, no surprise, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Again, my son just picked this up. He has burned through all 4 books. The only reason he hasn't read the 5th is we don't have it. I have to track it down. And this is a great book. It's exciting. It's full of adventure. The main character is about 12 years old, so a lot of the times I'll say maybe gauge that for your reader. When I'm picking out books for my kids, I kind of look at the main character, what age they are. That kind of lines up with the content. Again, my kids are huge readers, so he had no problem with this. Some other kids might find it a little bit too intense. The Percy Jackson, you could find a million booktube reviews about this if you would like to know more. All right, everybody, so let's talk middle grade graphic novels. Graphic novels are an amazing way to get your reader engaged. Kids love them. They are so much more than a comic book, so much more. So my son has a few, and I would love to show you them. Here is one. Catstronauts. How cute is Catstronauts? This is book 1. It is about Major Meowsers and his pilot Waffles, an inventor named Blanket, and the special science officer named Pom Pom. So, I mean, if that doesn't sell you on it, I don't know what possibly could. They are the world's best scientists, and they are going to save the world. I am sure of it, because what else could 4 adorable kitties do? So here you go, just to see inside what it looks like. Great graphics, a really engaging story. There are multiples of this book, so definitely check it out. Next, I have Big Nate. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Big Nate, he is a troublemaker. He's always getting into mischief. He's really funny, and he's very endearing, and I'm pretty sure he is my 9-year-old child. So one of the things I love about graphic novels is that it kind of sets a kid up to succeed at reading. Generally, it's not too difficult to read. They can get to the end of the book with taking a lot of time, so it makes them feel successful. And when you feel successful at anything, you're going to want to do more. So that's why I suggest graphic novels, especially for kids who are just getting into reading or maybe have a hard time with reading. So I think really dive into that whole genre, because there's so many. There's crazy ones called Dogman, there's grumpy cat ones, like there's just everything, something for everyone. I think there's one about some unicorns, I'm not really sure. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Comment below with some great recommendations that you could give me for middle grade books. I'd love to hear what you're reading and what were your favorites. And also like my video and share it. Alright, so thanks again. Have a good day.